Welcome back to the Pokemon Pirate Black No Experience playthrough. So where we last left off, we just arrested some Team Plasma guys. Has law enforcement finally worked in the Pokemon universe? Well, we'll see. Now we just have to go back and check out our new catches. After healing, of course, because those last 4 battles, might have taken a slight toll on us. They were pretty easy in the long run, though. Oh boy, that's going to change soon, but for the time being, we can just be content that the battles at the moment are kind of easy. So, let's check out our team for the moment. We've got, we've got Redeye, the Basculin from an in-game trade, we've got David the Herdier, we have Archie the Archon, and Quackpot the Ducklet. And of course Exodia, who is awesome, and Felicia, who's still pretty good. So, right then. We might need to switch items around a little bit at this point. I want someone to have the Amulet Coin, and since I'm probably going to kick Felicia out of the party at this point, I gave it to Quackpot over there. See, from experience, I've learned that you don't want to have the Amulet Coin just attached to something in the PC and then forget about it. So let's check out Avalanche, who... perfect for the Never Melt Ice, actually, that we just got. So, yeah... That's an interesting nature, but I guess it'll do for the time being. So for the moment, I think we'll take him along, and still raining. Interesting. It's not raining where I am currently, but it is extremely windy for some reason. So now we head on over to Route 6, with some... I kind of like this music. This music has a slight Wild West vibe to it. I guess this is Western Unova. I don't know, it just... Given that Unova is meant to be based on America, I just felt this music was kind of appropriate. So anyway, we head through this route, the land of seasonal changes. It's spring at the moment, and it's still raining here. What else would you be talking about? So, there's another Carmen Sandiego. Let's see if we can escape her and run into wild Pokemon. But I'd take that over Carmen any day. Hey look, so we have a dealing here. This is a new Pokemon. See, this is what I like. In Black and White, you pretty much find a new set of Pokemon every route. There's actually a whole bunch of new stuff to catch here, which is why we'll be spending a while going here. This is, again, one of the few times where you can actually fully explore the next route without having to beat the next gym leader. Of course, we won't be able to actually leave this route and go to the next city, but we will at least be able to catch Pokemon here, and that's good because they're quite a high level compared to what we were used to getting normally. Oh, you're a trainer, damn it. See, Parasol Ladies are weird. Some of the NPCs that use a Parasol Lady sprite don't battle you, and some do. It's very hard to tell which is which, and oh great, you got 3 Timpoles, don't you? That's going to be bad in this rain. This could be problematic. Let's see if we've got anything that's good at dealing with water types. Or I can just attempt to work up sweep them. Hopefully I don't get too badly mauled by bubble beams and the like. Echoed Voice? Well, at least it doesn't have the horrifying sound effect of round. But Echoed Voice is a very weird move. I don't think it's all that useful, actually. It does get more powerful the more you use it, though, I think. Or is that before other Pokemon use the same move in the same turn? I don't know, it's really, really weird. I've never really cared much for those round and Echoed Voice. Those weird singing-themed moves they introduced and made TMs despite the fact that they are completely not worthy of a TM slot, in my opinion. Yeah, but anyway, I am well on my way to work up sweeping, which I probably want to do just to get this battle out of the way quickly. And yeah, I think it is getting stronger, but I've got a whole lot of lemonade, so that's fine. And lemonade. So from now on, lemonade should be our go-to healing item. Except we actually have access to Moo Moo Milk now, and they're probably the best healing item to use at this point in the game. I'm a little worried about taking recoil damage, but yeah, I'll risk it. Come on, one shot. And there we go. Now at least I don't take massive amounts of recoil damage. I'm pretty sure that takedown is only 1/4 of the damage you inflict is given out as recoil, unlike Double Edge where it's 1/3, and I'm one-shotting with Crunch anyway, so I should be using Crunch. I thought I would. Anyway, and I called it 3 Timpoles. And then there's Head Smash, which is half the damage as recoil, which totally destroys yourself unless you have rock head. Another Timpole? Really? Wow. 4 level 24s is actually not that bad. Well, at least, due to the fact that we really starve for high-level Pokemon. What is it with Parasol Ladies and very, very weird battle quotes? Yeah. Now that there is a scientist who will actually battle us, so let's try and sneak our way past him. I have a feeling my sneaking is going to fail miserably though. Okay, let's go heal. Now, I have a very, very good idea what this guy has. Pretty much all the scientists on this route use the same Pokemon, which makes an awful lot of sense given, given this building that we're right next to, and a Hyper Potion, alright. The Seasonal Research Lab, let's not go in there just yet, because we're gonna need to go get this item first. And that's an elixir, but be very careful when trying to pick up items on this route, because you might have a nasty surprise instead. Actually, you kinda spoiled it just there by appearing in the wild. You're not supposed to appear unless I pick up a fake item. Yeah, I'll talk more about these things later. This is a fungus, and it's the obligatory mushroom Pokemon that every odd-numbered generation introduces. Generation 1 had Paras and Parasect, Generation 3 had Shroomish and Breloom, and this generation had this thing, Fungus, which is also an analogue of Voltorb in that it disguises itself as an item ball in the overworld. Pick it up, and surprise surprise, it's a fungus! Yeah, the ones you find, actually, that disguise themselves as items, are actually a lot weaker than the ones you can catch in the grass. And I'm definitely going to have to save catching one until the, until the tall grass later on. Ooh, Swadloon, haven't seen that yet. Because you can get them up to level 29 there, which really helps. That's actually the highest level you can get so far before the next gym. Despite the fact that the next gym is level 31, which is annoying. So, okay, that one's... Wow, that's actually a very good item, Leaf Stone. Not sure if anything in the Unova Dex actually has it, though. Uh-oh, a fungus! This could be bad. Yeah, you see, these ones are only level 20, so they're not actually that strong. You saw the one I found in the wild earlier was level 25. Best to not attack these things unless you can't help it, because, one, they like to do that, two, they have Effect Spore, meaning that if you hit them with a physical contact move, there's a chance you're going to end up regretting it. So, that battle's over. And, okay, that guy... Oh, dang it. Another wild Pokemon. See, I hate when this happens. See, I do want a Dealing, but not like this. I need a higher level Dealing. There's Dark Grass later on in this route, and we're going to catch most of our stuff there. Well, all of our stuff there. So let's run away. And... Ah! What? How do you just think? How did? How did? I can't even. I don't even know how to words now. How did you manage to sneak up on me like that? Oh, so terrifying. So terrifying. Minchino, that shouldn't be too bad. That was scary. Yeah, trainers actually continue to move even while you're in battles often, and that means if you're in their patrol route, you'll suddenly find them going all Slenderman on you and appearing right behind you like that. Oh, so scary. So scary. Hopefully... Oh, great. Now I've got an auto-defeatist on. That's annoying. Now, you see, eventually we will get the TM for a move that Archon will really like using, unfortunately, but... Oh, really? You show up behind me like that, and then you do that. Oh, why does Sing seem to have perfect accuracy for the AI? Always seems to hit, and when you use it, practically never hits anyway. I've got a whole bunch of Chesto Berries, and you're probably going to sleep me again, aren't you? At least I'm resistant to Swift. Yeah, since my physical attack has been lowered, I'll hit it with Ancient Power. See, it's actually pretty good that Archon has Stab for both types, and still no Everything boost. Oh, good, not quite perfect accuracy for the AI. Seeing as Ancient Power's got low PP, I want to conserve it and... Oh, come on! Oh well, since you've already fainted, that doesn't actually really affect me. So, I guess it's all like... No! I fell in love with you and now you're dead and I've... Anyway. Really? Emolga. Emolga, are you frigging serious? I never wanted to see one of these again after the last gym. I hate you so much. Ah! Shockwave. Okay, I've got just how to deal with you. Really? You're gonna do that again? You're gonna play that game again, aren't you? Oh boy. Please. Oh, what is it with electric types and using one double team and then you never hit them at all? Oh, there was a Jolteon that did that at one of Marilyn's playthroughs, and then... Okay, fortunately Avalanche did work this time, and oh, great. Oh, no. Emolgas, they're evil, seriously. Oh, seriously, some of the most annoying Pokemon to face in the entire game. I hate them so much, and I'm gonna be... Yeah, I missed. Oh, of course. I seriously wish I had a full restore. Oh, sweet. I hate Emolgas so much. Another Shockwave. See, this is why they totally troll you. They use an evasion boosting move, and then they use a move themselves that ignores evasion checks, as if to say, "Ha, bet you wish you had one of these moves right now." Oh, I hate them so much. See, and the annoying thing is, the only thing on my team that has a never miss move, Aerial Ace, is Ducklet, and that thing's double weak to electric, and I might have actually deleted Aerial Ace, I'm not sure. Even if I didn't, yeah, there's no way I'm setting out Ducklet against an electric type, it's gonna get completely slaughtered, so... Yeah, fittingly, my only never miss move happens to be on that thing, and now, oh... See? Here comes the whole double team situation of making a battle last so much longer than it really should. Yeah, I recently faced Claire in the Pokemon World Tournament in my Black 2 version, and, well, her Altaria used Double Team about 3 times, and it took me about 10 turns to actually hit her. Then she started using Double Team again, and I was like, oh what, it's not even maxed? Yeah, that was incredibly irritating. I did end up winning that though. I really hate it when you lose a match due to Double Team, but wow, did I actually survive with 1 HP, no sturdy? That is really awesome. Okay, please, you know what, at this point I was just desperate. I was just begging for no Shockwave, and oh crap. Yeah, I'm screwed. Bye-bye, Ducklet. Yeah, I was just basically desperate at this point. I was like, oh please, just, if you use Double Team once more, I might have been able to finish you, but no, you Shockwave me on the switch. Okay, hopefully my Eevee Light will help me tank this better. Exodia, I know you never wanted to deal with Emolgas again after you... Actually, I do have a solution to this. I only just remembered this. Okay, good thing. Good, your static's gone. And now... Say goodbye to your double teams! Ha 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 ha! Oh wow, I never thought Haze would actually end up coming in handy. It did. See, Haze is actually quite a decent move to keep simply because of that. In fact, I'm probably going to want to keep Haze for the next gym too. Okay, Exodia's going to go down after this, but I don't really care. This Emolga's double team's been erased. I can now safely take it out with, well, with something incredibly powerful. Goodbye, Emolga. Oh, you're kidding me! Please survive. Please, please survive. Please survive. Oh, yes, that was close. Okay, you are eating an ancient power on principle. Die, you horrible, horrible, annoying freak. And, oh, now I get the everything boost. Thank you, game. Thank you for trolling me. Oh! I do admit, I do like that guy's last quote. Nature! Oh! Now, I've been pretty badly trashed since that last battle, but fortunately, oh, Tranquil, I can find higher level ones elsewhere. Fortunately though, the game did anticipate that that guy was going to totally destroy you, and it put a source of healing quite... Oh, you're serious? Come on, let me run. Just... No, no! Oh, please let me run! I hate you, game, right now. Right, now, let's see if I've got any revives. I have a couple of them, but you know what? It's probably not worth it for me to use them considering what's coming up. Though, I actually did go ahead and use a couple of healing items, just in case that hiker that's above me was actually a trainer. As it turns out though, let's just do a bit of healing. Again, this was just a precaution in case I had to battle anyone else on this route. So... yeah. Oh, and of course, Paralyzed Heal. Damn you, Static, I hate you. I hate Emulgas, I hate them so much. There's only one thing I hate more than Emulgas, and that hasn't shown up yet. You'll see me sing it later. So anyway, this hiker doesn't actually battle you. So, and it looks like the way forward is blocked. And we already know that. We knew that a long time. Didn't Sharon explain that to us a long time ago? Okay, this guy is telling us here about the legendary Pokemon Cobalion. But we won't be able to get to it until we have Surf. Now again, the game's anticipated your pain, and put a shiny stone here. No, we're not really going to be needing the shiny stone just yet, but if you talk to this lady... Yep, a free healing house. This is incredibly useful, saves you having to run back through that grass all the way back to the Pokemon Center. And yeah, we could always use a heal after that really irritating... Oh wow, that's depressing. Anyway, really irritating battle. Now, if we cross this patch of grass here, and head upward, we find... Chargestone Cave as the... So it looks like 4Kids is in the science business. And yeah, we can't get in there because a Galvantula nest is blocking the way, and we don't want to disturb the Galvantulas, they're far too adorable. So yeah, we won't be able to go through there. Apparently Clay could help us clear that. But yeah, we haven't beaten him yet, and... Oh boy, beating Clay. That's gonna be a bit of a thing. Ugh, yeah, Clay. Okay, you'll hear more about that in the next part. So anyway, it's time to find me some Pokemon. Level 27 Fungus. That is not the highest level you can get Funguses. Now, I got good news here and I got bad news. Good news, my water types love to abuse this rain. The bad news is that there's a whole lot of grass types on this route, all too willing to do this. Ow, 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 ow! Run away, please. Now, the other annoying thing about catching Pokemon in this route, and this is why I'm going to have to cut a whole lot of footage, because this got irritating in a hurry. You see, Dealing is frighteningly fast. I didn't expect Dealing to be so fast. My Basculin should be pretty fast, but anyway, Dealing, for this point in the game, is frighteningly fast, and I think I'm going to have to go back to the healing house again, actually, after that. So yeah, I'm going to need the Smoke Ball, I think. Smoke Ball. Yep, I am seriously going to need that, because these Dealings are surprisingly hard to run away from. And they hit you pretty darn hard too, because they have Jump Kick. Yeah, Jump Kick got a buff this generation. It's now 100 power. Even without Stab, that's pretty scary. Now, is that Dealing the high enough level? I believe it's only 26. I don't think that's enough. Now, I don't think I'm going to be bothered catching a Swadloon. I don't know, I might. Let's just see. Actually, it turns out I was going to be bothered catching a Swadloon, and oh great, I burned it. Now I'm on a time limit, basically, and I'm going to lose Red Eye, aren't I? Fortunately, these Dealings being part grass are horribly weak to Archie. Archie completely murders grass type, seriously. Which is why I don't want to use Pluck on this thing, because it's double weak to grass. Now, just hitting it with a couple of water moves should weaken it a little bit, but I want to heal Red Eye right now, otherwise I'm going to be in some trouble. I'm not healing Red Eye because he's good at attacking these opponents, and I need to keep my main attacker alive. I'm healing him because he's the weakest thing I have in this battle, and I want to keep my weak attacker alive. Oh good, that missed Red Eye, that's great. Yeah, 95 accuracy on Razor Leaf can come back to bite you sometimes. It does have a high critical hit ratio behind it, which back in Gen 1 was ridiculous. Not so much now, especially seeing as it only has 55 power, which means that being split among two Pokemon. But anyway, this Netball's probably going to be a guaranteed catch on this thing, because, hey, Bug type, 3 times catch modifier, nice. So we have a Swadloon now. You know, I want all the grass types I can get for the next gym, and this thing's actually pretty bulky. So, Swadloon, what am I going to call this thing? Oh, I already have a name for this thing. Since, this thing is apparently supposed to be pretty much a Hikikomori, I'm going to nickname this thing Emo Kid. Yeah. I don't take that the wrong way. Hikikomori is a pretty serious issue, and I'm not making light of it in the slightest, but I just thought that nickname was pretty funny, that's all. Anyway, I have a feeling there's something here with a dowsing machine, and oh look, it's over the river that I can't cross yet. Great! I'll see you when I find something else useful. This dealing is not it, I think. Alright, I think we should just... Well, you know what? It would probably be better to actually outright attack than to run here, because I think this dealing is... Oh, good, I ran away. That's good. Okay, cutting footage now. Okay, it looks like our next capture for the route is coming up. And it is, since I've already caught Swadloon, you already know which one I'm going to be aiming for here. Yep, that level 29 Tranquil. I do already have an Unpheasant, but, you know, this one's higher level and it might even end up having better stats anyway. Now, the problem here, I can actually get rid of that Swadloon incredibly quickly if I pluck it. So, yeah, Taunt, really? That's interesting. Yeah, that is going to wipe this thing out pretty fast. Okay, that thing's gone. We can focus on catching us a Tranquil. Now, yeah, the whole Unpheasant line is not the best flying type, really. It's really not that great at all, actually. And I can't... Dang it! That thing's taunted me, and if I attack it again, I might very well knock it out, so I'm going to have to stall for time with healing items or switch. One of the two. Anyway, like I was saying, Tranquil, not that great. And while I would think, oh hey, the next gym is ground, and having a flying type that's immune to ground would be quite useful, not really, given that a vast majority of the things in there have rock moves. Yeah, this thing's not too good. I mean, if you want to use a flying type in the next gym, you probably are better off using Ducklet. At least that thing has the advantage of having super effective stab on ground types. This thing, not so much. So I probably won't end up using this Tranquil at all, but, unless in sheer emergencies. Wild Pigeon Pokemon. Yes, this one's actually a pigeon. Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, they were actually, surprisingly enough, not pigeons, despite their name. So, what should I name this thing? Well, I guess I should continue the naming joke that I started with the other one, so I guess I have to call this thing Me. Sadly, I don't think I got around to Baby in this playthrough. I probably shouldn't be saying that sad. Okay, what do we got next? A dealing. Please tell me this is the right level. Is that the right level? It might be. I'm not sure. I forget what the highest level on this route is. It's been a while since I recorded this, and no, it's not, evidently. Oh, damn it. This is why dealings are really, really annoying. So hard to run from them. Speaking of dealings, I should probably mention, guess a few things about them. Dealing, yeah, it was revealed quite early in the promotional materials before this game even came out, to showcase the season system. That's basically Dealing's purpose, really, and knocking them out is much easier than actually fighting them, because them being so fast. Anyway, Dealing changes and its evolution change appearance based on the season. Although, for Dealing's evolution, it's much more of a drastic change. For this one, it just basically changes colour. That's kind of weird. Dealing is often depicted in its spring form though, so I'm glad I got it to show up in that form now. There's not really much else to say, given that the form changes don't actually affect stats, they're purely aesthetic changes, so... Yeah, it's a little bit weird when things are like that, but I'm gonna have to catch one of these at some point, just because they're a grass normal type, which means that, yeah... somewhat effective against the next gym. Unfortunately, they really don't learn many grass moves. Well, actually they do, but here's the thing. Despite the fact that these things get Energy Ball reasonably early and can learn things like Grass Knot, their special attack is not the greatest. Their main stat is physical attack, and that's why Jump Kick on them is so useful. Which is really annoying because they do get a physical grass move eventually, but they're never learning it in a no experience run. So that's a bit of a problem. For those in the know, the signature move is Horn Leech. It's a physical grass move that actually drains HP, and wow, double emo kid. Let's run away from that. Physical grass move that drains HP, and it's actually no longer Sawsbuck's signature move because Go-Go gets it. So, yeah. Then again, pretty much every single signature move has been stolen at some point, so... The only reason I'm leaving these battles in is because I'm still talking. Once I run out of stuff to say, I'm gonna stop. So... yeah, I think I pretty much have run out of things to say about dealing, so I will see you when I find something meaningful. About 3 whole minutes later, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the most boring bits of wild Pokemon grinding I ever had. Seriously, if I included all the footage here, this video would go on for about 40 minutes of just encounters. But anyway, it's pretty obvious what we're gonna catch here. I just have to make sure that I hit the right fungus. Yeah, if I use Pluck on the wrong fungus, that's gonna be bad. So, choosing that option hits the... Okay, oh no, affects... Okay, at least it wasn't sleep, that's good. So, I just hit the... Okay, good. The target I selected for Archon is the fungus I want to... The fungus I want to KO. So, Giga Drain. Yep, that's going to be painful. Youch. Oh, catching this thing is going to be pretty hard, that means. Uh-oh, double ups, that's not good. Oh, I'm sorry, Red Eye. Yeah, couldn't have avoided that. Now I need to take out the level 27 one as fast as possible and get my hands on the level 29 fungus. That's almost a whole 10 levels higher than the ones that you find in the Pokeballs, so... Yeah, definitely don't want to be catching those. Catch them here. Yeah, now make sure I target that fungus. Make sure I get the right one. Yep, got the right one. Good, that thing is gone now, and we can focus on the fungus that we want to catch. So, catching it at this high level means that it actually begins with Giga Drain, naturally. That's annoying though, because it means it's going to be constantly restoring its health, which is going to make it very, very tricky to catch. Yeah, I probably should status that thing. But, anyway. Nightshade might be doing a little more, I don't know. That's a straight, level-based damage, it will probably do it... Oh wow, that was pretty weak. Oh right, that's because I've got Defeatus active. Actually, having Defeatus active might help me here. Okay, good, Feint Attack. And you've just lost your effect spore. That's pretty good. It means I won't accidentally sleep myself, but I'm not hitting you with contact moves anyway. Now, I wanted to stall and hit you with another Nightshade. Stalling time! Quick Guard is really not so useful in in-game play. Competitive is actually quite a good move, but in-game, not so much. I think we should be catching this thing soon, and that's quite good because level 29 Fungus, this is the best thing we have for the next gym. And oh boy, that's really saying something. But at least Giga Drain is going to help. This is pretty much a guaranteed 1-hit KO against Palpitoad, and we'll be seeing a lot of Palpitoad in the next gym, so having Giga Drain on our side is pretty nice, especially since Giga Drain got buffed in this gen. Not only does it now have 75 base power, but it's got a lot more PP too. Why it resembles a Pokeball is unknown. The game is lampshading the fact that they just needed another chess monster. But anyway, what do I call this thing? It is a mushroom, and it will spell doom for the next gym. So, I think I'll call this thing Mush Doom. So, see you for the next... Just a quick cut to show you that I ended up getting so pissed off, I just outright equipped the Smoke Ball, because those dealings are just so freaking fast. Never expected them to be so fast, actually, so yeah, that kind of surprised me. Yeah, any of your time running is really, really going to help. And see you later. 4 minutes. 4 minutes exactly. That's how long it took before I found something else useful. Oh, yeah, I really did not enjoy this part when I was actually playing myself. This again was probably the most boring wild Pokemon grind I've ever had to do, because there's a lot of things I need here. Now, this thing's really not going to be too useful, like, at all. I really don't think this thing's going to help me in the next gym, but for completion's sake, I thought I might as well catch a Carablast, and this is the highest level they appear at, so what the heck, I'm going to go for it. I'm probably not going to end up using this thing. I mean, almost definitely not going to end up using this thing. Just because, yeah, but I mean, Bug Buzz is quite nice. Oh, and False Swipe would help when catching Pokemon. So I guess this one's not going to be so good for the next gym, but if I want a general catcher, this might be quite nice. Come on, Netball. Come on, Netball. Come on, Netball. Come on. Yes! Okay. Yeah, that was pretty much no surprise. Okay, we have Carablast now. So, electrical stimulation means trade. Carablast and Shelmet, which we won't actually be seeing for quite some time, are quite an interesting take on trade evolutions. They will only evolve when they're traded with each other. So, that's interesting. And for some reason I'm going to call this thing Esquire. I don't know why, I just thought it would be cool. Yeah, they only evolve when traded with each other. Kind of an interesting take on a symbiotic relationship. But anyway, once again, I had to cut the footage, so see you again soon. You'd think after them being so common on this route, it wouldn't take too long for me to finally find a level 28 dealing, but here it is. This took me, I don't know, ages. I actually had to stop this for a day and come back again later. This was just ridiculous. Dealing, the one thing I really, really needed. Finally I found it. This was really annoying. I never want to have to do a wild Pokemon grind like this again. Fortunately, you know, it's either this or in a regular playthrough experience grinding. That's actually a lot easier with Ordinos. I guess I should be thankful that I never had to grind for experience, but still, grinding for the maximum possible level on wild Pokemon does get really, really, really annoying. In situations like this. This is probably the worst it's ever got, so I doubt it'll ever be worse than this later on in the game. Actually, now that I remember, there was one time when, oh crap, high jump kick. No, I mean jump kick, not high jump kick. Wow, if that thing had high jump kick, that'd be ridiculous, but even regular jump kick, that is going to brutally murder anything that is weak to... Please tell me I'm not going to have another Sork situation. Oh boy, if I don't catch this thing fast, I might have another Sork situation. Let's just hope these Pokeballs work. Oh boy, this is going to be tricky. So, like I was saying, I think I do remember quite clearly there was one more point in the game where I had a wild Pokemon grind that was almost this bad. I needed a very, very specific level of a very specific Pokemon. And that took me way too long to find. Took me probably an hour just to find that specific level. But that will come much, much later. For the time being, it's dealing time. And stalling. Please don't recoil yourself to death. Oh, rain boosted skulls. Okay, please don't go. Phew. Oh, no. Okay, I have to catch it this next turn. If I don't catch this one next turn, I fail. Gotta catch this one now. I only have one Dusk Ball. It's nighttime. I might as well use it. Please catch. Oh my gosh, critical capture? Seriously? The one time I actually desperately needed it. Thank you, game. You have made up for everything horrible that happened in this part. Wow, the game generally being kind to me. That was awesome. That was really, really awesome. Thank you so much. You gave me a critical capture when I actually needed it. So, what to name this dealing? I got incredibly lucky here. Since this one's female, I'm going to call this one Fauna. I don't know, I think it just sounds kind of like a nice name for a female dealing. For a female of something that is both flora and fauna. But anyway, you might notice the video's gone quiet. That's the end of this one. Next time, I guess the game was showing one last bit of mercy before it destroyed me. Yep, that critical capture was nice, but next part, it's back to pain. Lots and lots and lots of pain. See you then.